Okay, the title of the unit number 10 is Return of the Wolves. Return of the Wolves is the title of the story of unit number 10. So you can look on page 98. But before that, okay, yes, I think that this is a page 98, right? Let me know if that is the page number 98, 99.
I am in that page.
Yes, we're in that page 98, 99.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, follow the reading class. You have to be in page 98 because we're going to follow the reading of Return of the Wolves. This is a magazine article that, as you know, we have some words that we have in color blue that later we're going to discuss the definitions and meaning of those words. So Return of the Wolves magazine articles, I'm going to display the sound so you can listen to the story.
Return of the Wolves magazine article. To young children reading fairy tales, wolves are villains. These animals cause terrible distress for Little Red Riding Hood and other children who take shortcuts through the woods to avoid being tardy. They also eat up grandmothers and frighten little pigs. Many adults fear wolves too. For years, the animals have been hunted and killed for a variety of reasons. Ranchers killed wolves to protect their cattle. Other people shot wolves because they thought wolves were evil and unfit for life on Earth. Still, others hunted them for fun and would often go on hunting sprees. By the early 1900s, there were few wolves left in America. By 1930, there was not a wolf left in Yellowstone National Park. Very few survived in other parts of the United States. When all of the wolves disappeared from Yellowstone National Park, large herds of elk lost their only enemy. The big moose-like creatures could sift through shrubs with berries, and also through willow and aspen trees, and eat without fear. As a result, many plants and trees vanished from the park. Many birds and insects vanished too, because they depended on the plants and trees for their homes and for food. In the late 1900s, the United States Fish and Wildlife Service decided to bring back the wolf. In 1995, wildlife biologists traveled to Canada to trap wolves. Then they proceeded to bring the wolves back to Yellowstone National Park. The animals would be protected there. They could dwell safely in the park. 31 wolves were registered and fitted with radio collars that kept track of their movements. As each year went by, there were more and more wolves. What happened after the wolves returned to the park? The results were outstanding. The wolves hunted elk, and this meant that there were now fewer of the big hoofed animals to eat plants within the park. As a result, trees and shrubs grew back. Birds and insects returned. Today, wolves are considered threatened. This means they could disappear unless humans continue to protect them. One of the biggest steps we can take toward that goal is to understand wolves rather than fear them. Here are some interesting facts about wolf families. Wolves live together in groups called packs. A pack is made up of 2 or more adults and several young wolves, which are called pups. Wolves live in a den. The den keeps them from being drenched by rain or chilled by snow. An adult watches over the growing pups when other wolves hunt. Other adults in the pack bring back meat for the pups. The leftover bones or feathers from the pups' meals become toys. In the pups' games, the toys will be killed many times. When the juvenile wolves begin to hunt with the older adults, the pups remember their play and use it to hunt small animals like rabbits and mice.
Okay, that was the story about Return of the Wolves. What did you understand about this class? What did you understand about Return of the Wolves, this magazine article? It had some interesting facts, right, about wolves.
Yes.
Yes, do you like wolves? Do you think that they are good animals? They look nice?
No.
Or you're scared of wolves?
Oh, it's so pretty.
They are so pretty, yes, but we have to take care of them because they are wild animals. Now, it has some wolf facts at the end. So let's see, Gabriela, help me to read the wolf facts, the last part that is on the page 99, wolf facts.
Today, Yellowstone National Park has between 250 and 300 wolves. Wolves can travel as far as 12 miles a day. A wolf can eat 20 pounds of meat at a time. Wolves from the same pack work together to trap and attack elk, deer, and mouse. It is rare for a wolf to attack a human.
Thank you so much. So look this, it's so interesting about what it says that wolves can live together in groups called packs. So in this group that they live together, it's called packs. And imagine a wolf can eat 20 pounds of meat at a time. That's too much, 20 pounds of meat at a time. So it means that when they're eating something, it can be 20 pounds and then they're going to look for something else, another 20 pounds to eat. So they eat a lot of meat because it says 20 pounds of meat. That is so interesting. Okay, so we have some words here that they are distressed. We have the word distress, tardy, variety, unfit, spritz, sift, proceeded, drill, registered. We have the word outstanding, trench, and juvenile. These words, we're going to learn the meaning of these words. But first, let's see. We're going to try to find here on this word search these words. So take a look of the words. From the word search, they are the words that later we're going to define them. We're going to share the meaning, search the meaning. But first, let's search in this word search, this vocabulary. Yes. Now, I'm going to give you the annotation tool so you can go in circle if you find one word in this word search. No, we're going to try right now. Let's write it down now for better. Danny, it phones distress. Excellent. One with boy. Danny, he known. Great. Register, Isabella. Register, Danny, Seth. That's right. So we have these words now, 3 words. Theft, register, and distressed. Okay, Joshua, drill. Okay, you'll find outstanding, Khaled. That's right, outstanding, but you have to circle all the complete word. Outstanding. Andrea, variety, great.
Miss, I don't from nothing. I confused. I find a point.
Where I have here, I have one word. I think that this is one of the words here. You might look in this side, one word. Santiago Chavez. But you have to circle everything, Santiago. You just circle here, that's last part of that word. Rosa, the same. Circle the complete word. No. Juvenile, that's right, Lucia. It's juvenile, that complete word. What is missing, class? We are missing proceed, unfit. Do we have tardy? No, right? It's missing tardy also. Unfit, it's missing also.
Range. Unit. Pueden poner no sé qué palabra es eso, pero ahí.
Which one? What is the word that you find, Marcelo? You can circle, Marcelo. You have the options.
O si pueden borrar un poquito que ni se ve que hay azul.
That is
rosa,
juvenile.
negro.
This is juvenile.
Y le puse 3 puntos. 4 puntos suspensivos.
Mhm. No more words.
No, missing one, missing 2. 6, 30, creo. O 30. 30, fine.
You have down of juvenile. You have one more word, class. Down of juvenile. Here, look up here. What is the word?
Esta.
It's backwards, that word. That's right, Khalid. Proceed. That is the word. That was the only one missing, right? I think that we finished.
No,
Unfit.
Unfit.
Okay, let's see who find unfit. We're looking out for unfit.
Nadie, todavía nadie.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yo encontré varios.
Buscando. Ah, yo pensé que había encontrado bien. Sí. Wow. Oh, wow. No, miss, I don't find it, pero no me rindo hasta que la encuentre.
Until you find it out.
Yes. Aquí ando, I looking the U, and then we can write.
You are looking around the letters U. If there is one N and one F, close that.
Yes.
Yes, that is a good way to find it out. What's that word, Gabriela?
Right.
Oh, that was missing. Excellent. Tardy
What
was
is-
missing. It was
Dress.
missing tardy.
And falta dress.
Drench.
Oh, it's missing also drench. So we're
Yes.
missing just two. Mhm.
Ujú. No, ayúdenos, está muy difícil. Es que creo que está aquí, miren. Aquí donde están estas cosas.
This side? No, it's not in this side.
Sí, pero es que puede ver una letra de aquí y no se puede ver muy bien. Yo lo que alcanzo a ver es N, J, R y T, es lo único que alcanzo a ver. Unfit is non-word.
It's nowhere unfit.
Unfit no existe.
And drench, do you find drench?
No.
You're really unfit, is it?
No? Okay, now we're going to, okay, you find range, No, it's not range. Range and unfit, you're going to look by yourself. You're going to look by yourself because time is flying, so don't worry, we're going to continue with the class. He was just missing two. You did a great job. We find most of the words. Okay, I'm going to clear all the drawings because now you are making a lot of drawings. Now, let's go to the next one. Let's go here. It's not there and unfit. Okay, now let's talk about the meaning of this word that we search on the word.
Fake drench.
What is the meaning of distress? That is number one, distress.
If worry or suffering bring in danger or in trouble.
Take a look of the picture. It says that number one, distress, it's something that it can be in a worry or a suffering, like being in helicopters can help rescue people in distress. So some people can be in distress, so helicopters, it might be a good way of transportation to help those types of people. So distress, it's
Desestresado.
also it's to be in, that's right, in an anguish, in an anxiety. Maybe these people, they are suffering something, so they are in anxiety, they feel anxious. Now this distress is the contrary of being calm. It's the contrary. It's not the same to be calm when you are distressed. What about number two, the word drench? Drench is when something is wet, it's humid, For example, a night of rain, it's enough to drench the field. So imagine that some of the soccer players want to play football. So the next day, if the night was raining, the next day it's going to be drenched all the field. So maybe they're not going to be able to play easily. They're going to wait a couple of hours until it is dry. So drench is to be wet. It's to be saturate. It can be a lot of water then, drown. That is drench. What about dwell? Dwell is to live in a particular place, to remain, to stay. So do you think that humans being will one day dwell on the moon? So do you think that they're going to live, they're going to habitate that place, they are going to last? So that is dwell, to live. Mhm.
It can be.
It can be, that's right, it can be. So that word dwell, it's used when you say if they're going to stay in that place. It can be possible, yes, it can be. What about number four? It's juvenile. Juvenile, it means that when someone, it has more age of how it's behaved. So its juvenile pranks are so annoying. Its juvenile jokes are so annoying. It can be a young person or individual. So juvenile, it's used for someone that it's young. Someone that it's
I
young,
finish.
juvenile. Okay. Outstanding. What about outstanding class? That it means something that it's out of the world, we can say. It's something that it's standing apart from others with the excellent. The firefighter was praised for her outstanding bravery. Or when sometimes you make a homework or you make draw something and you say that was an outstanding work. So it's because it was something that it was great, it was so valuable. It is unusual that not all the times it's made in that way, so it's outstanding. Questions about words from 1 to 5. Okay, you finish, read. Yes, you write it down here in the spaces the word. Now, any question from 1 to 5, some of these words that you don't understand?
Please.
I finished that two
Yes.
pages.
Okay, excellent. Now, you finished the work on the 2 pages, but my question is here. Is it clear the meaning of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? The meaning? Yes, Lucy. Sorry, Isabella says yes.
No.
No. Which one, Gabriela?
3.
Number 3, drill. Okay, excellent, Gabriela. Drill, it means to live, especially in a particular place. To remain, stay, to keep one's attention on something. So, dwell means that you are going to live in a place. Like the example, it says, do you think that humans being will one day dwell on the moon? So it's going to live on the moon. They're going to stay on the moon. Dwell, it's a synonym of stay or live in that place.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other question from 1 to 5? No? Okay, let's go to number 6. In number 6 to 12, we have the word proceed. Proceed is something that it means to go on, continue in an order. We must proceed it directly to a hospital. So it means we must go, we must progress, move. So that is proceed, to move or continue. To move, continue after being on a pause, proceeding. For example, right now we're in a pause and I tell you, you can proceed. So it means that you can continue talking, you can continue speaking, you can continue writing on your notebook, your books. Number 7, it says register. Register, we have 2 meanings. One is an official record book. So it can be a book where you can register something. For example, in the supermarkets, they have a rate, catch register. How many names are in the class register? Or it can be to sign it out to show up on a scale to know or understand. When you have to register, for example, if you want to open Facebook or other app, you need to register in order to have an account. So that is register also. To enroll, to join something. If you want to have ballet lessons, for example, you have to register, you have to join, to enlist, be part of the list. Okay, number 8, we have sift. Sift means to put through a strainer to separate or break up lumps to sort through it or examining. So sift means to separate. That is in other words. Sift, it means to separate. We can classify the things according to what are they. So you can classify the meal, you can classify some books, you separate the books, you separate some papers from one another. So that is sift, to separate. Number 9, we have the word spread. Spread means a lively or wild outburst of activity. Look at this girl, look at this picture, class. Everybody look at the picture. Here, there is this girl. She is running with the shopping cart. Maybe the price was a 30-minute shopping spree, so she was having this spree, this activity, just in 30 minutes. That maybe all the things, it might be 2 lempiras. Imagine that everything that you go to the supermarket, it's a 2 lempiras just in 30 minutes. You're going to be putting a lot of things in the shopping cart to get that that promotion, right? So that is a spree in a wild activity. We have tardy. Tardy, it's something that it's not on time. It's something that it's delayed. So it's late. Have you ever been tardy for school? Have you ever been late for school? That is tardy, to be late. Unfit. Unfit, it's something not suitable. It's not properly. Sometimes you can have some clothes that they are not unfit to your body, but it can be fitting for somebody else. So the fluid made of water unfit to drink. So it's improper, it's inappropriate to consume that water. So it's unfit, unhealthy. And the last word is variety. Variety is something that you have a change, a lack of sameness. So it's a variety. They are not the same. They are different. It's a diversity. Questions about number 6 to 12. Any question that it's not clear for you? No? Okay, let's go to next page. Page 102, we're going to work on this. Page 102, we're going to use the words on the previous slide to complete this page. Number 1, in most stores, you will find a cash. So we are going to find for the word that match in this sentence. Distress, spree, variety, or register.
Free.
Spree, no, you're going to find a catch where you can register. Register, that's right. Letter D, because you can register something. Catch register when the people put the money in the stores. They put the money in those places. Letter D. What about number 2? To soak something with water, it's to it. If you soak water.
Spree.
No. It's strange. It's to drench it. Drench means to
Húmedo.
soak water. Okay, great. Now, number 8. Eat all of foods to avoid boring meals.
Variety.
Variety, that's right. If you eat a variety of foods, you're not going to be boring of eating the same, right? So variety is the word. Number 4. And book is one that is much better than must. An unfit, tardy, juvenile, or an outstanding book.
Unfit.
No, it's a book that is much better than must. So it means that it's something incredible. It's out of this world. It's important.
Jubilee.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. That's right, Fernando. Letter D, an outstanding book. Number 5.
Circle or right.
You can circle and you can write in the space.
O sea, podemos circular y dejar en blanco.
Yes, as soon as you circle, you have the answer. If you circle, you have the answer. Number 5, to live in a particular place, it's to there. That was the word that we used when we talk about the example of the moon. Kiara?
Dwell.
Dwell, that's right. You say the answer. Number 5, it's to dwell. To live in a particular place, it's to dwell there. Number 6, one who suffers great pain is in, if it is in pain, it might be anxious. Who knows the answer? One who suffers great pain. It's on the first page. That word is on the first page. No? One who suffers great pain is in a distress, Remember that distress means deep worry of suffering. Someone that is suffering is anxious, it has an anxiety, it's an anguish. Number 7, if I'm not on time, I'm what? If you are not on time, it means that you are, what is the contrary of being on time?
Unfit.
Valerie?
Tardy.
I don't hear you well.
No? Class, what about you?
I hear well.
Well, okay, might be the connection for you. Tardy, it's letter 7, tardy. I'm not on time, I'm tardy. That is number 7. Number 8, a lively outburst of activity is what? Spree, that's right, Marcelo, letter C. Number 9, spoiled food is to eat.
Unfit.
Unfit, number 9, so it means that it's unhealthy, it's not properly, it's inappropriate to eat. Number 10, people sold to break apart lamps.
Strange.
People, no,
Distress.
no. Number 10, it's not that
Thief.
one. Sift,
Sift.
that's right, people sift sold to break apart lamps. Number 11, a book meant for young people might be described as juvenile. That's right, for young people, juvenile. So the last one, number 12, football games in almost any weather.
Proceed.
Proceed, excellent, Marcela, proceed. Even though they have a bad weather, they are going to continue playing. Did you finish class? Yes? Okay, we don't have too much time today, so let's finish here. Just show me your books and then you are dismissed. Thank you, thank you. Go and have your recess. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye. See you next class.